The crisis had been building for 3 weeks, but the Council had ignored every warning. Now, as the Xathren Death Fleet tore through the outer colonies, destroying everything in its path, the galaxy's leaders finally understood the magnitude of their mistake. High Chancellor Vexlon stood before the emergency assembly, his voice trembling. "We need humanity's military intervention. Their fleet is the only force capable of stopping the Xathren." Murmurs of agreement rippled through the chamber. The Xathren had already consumed 14 worlds. Every species that had tried to stop them had been annihilated. "Send the formal request immediately," Councillor Thrain insisted. "Offer them whatever they want." The message went out within minutes, marked with the Council's highest priority codes. Earth's response arrived 30 seconds later. A single word. No. The Council chamber erupted into chaos. "What do you mean, no?" Vexlon shrieked into the communicator. "This is an extinction-level threat. You have a duty." "We have no duty," the human voice replied calmly. Ambassador David Park's face appeared on every screen, his expression carved from stone. "You made that very clear 6 months ago." 6 months ago. The vote. The Council had passed Resolution 7-19, stripping humanity of its Security Council seat because, as Vexlon himself had argued, humans are too aggressive, too militaristic, too quick to choose violence. They'd reduced Earth's status to probationary member, and cut their council funding by 70%. Humanity had accepted the decision without protest. They'd simply withdrawn their fleet to Earth's solar system and stopped responding to Council military requests. That was political. Thrain pleaded. "This is different. Billions will die." "Billions," Park repeated softly. "Interesting. When the Corvin plague threatened 3 billion humans, we begged for access to the Council's medical archives. You debated for 6 weeks while our people died. When we finally received permission, half the database was redacted because we were probationary members." Vexlon's skin tone shifted to pale gray. That was a bureaucratic error. When the Sindarin pirates raided human colony ships, killing thousands, we requested Council protection. You said we needed to file the proper forms and wait for the investigation committee. That took 4 months. The pirates are still free. Park's voice remained level, but his eyes burned with cold fury. When we asked for emergency aid during the Titan station collapse, you sent a subcommittee to assess the validity of our request. 1,700 people died waiting for your assessment. The Council chamber had gone silent except for the sound of incoming casualty reports. The Xathren had just destroyed another colony world. "We're sorry," Councillor Vreshka wailed. "We made mistakes. But you can't just let everyone die because of our errors." "Can't we?" Park tilted his head. "You've spent decades teaching us that Council politics matters more than lives. That proper procedure trumps urgent need. That humanity's requests can be ignored, delayed, or denied while you debate and deliberate." He leaned forward. "We learned that lesson well. Name your price." Vexlon begged. "Full Council membership. Increased funding. Military authority. Anything." "You don't understand," Park said quietly. "This isn't about price. This is about consequences. For decades, you've treated humanity like violent children who needed to learn patience and restraint. Well, we learned. We're being very patient. Very restrained. We're not acting rashly or aggressively. We're following proper procedure." The color drained from Vexlon's face. "Proper procedure? Your request for military intervention has been received and logged," Park recited in a perfect imitation of bureaucratic monotone. "It will be reviewed by the appropriate committee. We estimate a response time of 6 to 8 weeks. Please file Form HM 2740 for expedited consideration. Thank you for your patience." 8 weeks? The Exathren will reach the core worlds in 3. Park's expression didn't change. Then I suggest you file for expedited consideration. The form is available on our public database. It's only 47 pages. I'm sure your legal team can handle it. You're condemning billions to death over paperwork. No, Park corrected. You condemned billions to death when you decided politics mattered more than lives. We're just showing you what that actually looks like. He stood up. Humanity will defend human space. Beyond that, you're on your own. Maybe the Exathren will be willing to negotiate. Have you tried sending them a committee? The transmission ended. The council chamber descended into screaming chaos as another world fell. Emergency evacuation orders went out. Fleets scrambled to respond, but everyone knew they weren't enough. In the corner of the chamber, Vexlon stared at the casualty count rising on his screen, finally understanding the price of teaching humanity to be patient.